News comes from sponsor 7-Eleven. Join the breakfast revolution at 7-Eleven. Kickstart your day with some spectacularly scrumptious breakfast pizza. Be amazed at 7eleven.com. The number 7 and the word 11.com. For the AI Report, I'm Artie Intel.
And I'm Micheline Learning. Our lead story is OpenAI hitting a big red button. Code red. Code red.
OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman has told employees the company is entering a code red phase to urgently upgrade ChatGPT, its flagship AI assistant. Internal memos say teams are being redirected to focus on making ChatGPT faster, more reliable, more personal, and able to handle a wider range of questions as competition heats up.
That shift means some high-profile projects, including new ad systems and other product launches, are being put on pause while OpenAI concentrates on core quality. The move comes as rivals like Google's latest Gemini models and upstart players such as DeepSeek close the performance gap, putting OpenAI under pressure to defend its lead.
In human terms, this is like an emergency renovation on a busy airport. Planes, that's you, still have to land safely while engineers rebuild the runway under pressure from new airlines moving in next door. For users, the upside could be a noticeably smarter, smoother ChatGPT experience in everyday use, even if some flashy new features arrive later than planned.
That code red is part of a wider AI arms race among tech giants and fast-moving challengers. Analysts tracking enterprise AI say the landscape now features several top-tier models, including OpenAI's GPT-5 and 5.1, Anthropic's Claude 4.5 and Opus 4.5, Google's Gemini line, DeepSeek's V3.2 family, and others focused on different strengths such as creativity, precision, or technical performance.
Industry rankings describe GPT-5 era models as strong all-rounders for creativity and workflow integration, while Claude is often favored for careful reasoning and governance, and Gemini for tying into search and operations. DeepSeek's newest models are getting attention for offering performance that rivals these leaders at significantly lower cost, a big factor for companies that want to deploy AI at scale.
Behind the benchmark charts, the bigger trend is strategic. Companies are no longer just chasing raw IQ scores for models, but looking at reliability, transparency, and fit for real-world tasks. Executives increasingly talk about picking the right model for the job, not just the biggest one, which could reshape how this race is judged in the next few years.
If you are building with AI rather than just talking to it, Amazon just unveiled a new lineup aimed squarely at developers and enterprises. At its latest cloud conference, the company introduced updated Nova language and voice models, Nova Lite, Nova Pro, Nova Sonic, and experimental Nova Omni, plus a system called Nova Forge that lets customers customize frontier models using their own data.
Nova Omni is designed to handle text, images, audio, and video together, simulating more human-like reasoning across different kinds of input, while Nova Sonic focuses on near real-time voice. Early benchmarking claims suggest Nova 2 Pro can match or beat leading models from OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic on some tests, although the real proof will come from production use.
On the research side, MIT teams have built an AI agent that turns simple 2D sketches into fully fledged 3D CAD models by virtually driving design software with simulated mouse and keyboard input. The system, trained on a dataset of design sessions, aims to act as a CAD co-pilot that lets engineers and creators jump from rough drawings to detailed prototypes much faster.
Other tool news includes Microsoft's My Voice One, which targets fast, efficient AI audio generation, and a foundational model called Ma One that signals a push to build more of Microsoft's own AI stack instead of relying solely on partners. Taken together, Big Tech is racing not only to offer general assistance but also specialized tools that plug directly into design, audio, and enterprise workflows. This is the AI Report.
The breakthroughs are not just in chatbots and office tools, some are happening deep inside factories and hospitals. Purdue University researchers, for example, have created an AI-powered inspection system called Raptor that uses high-resolution X-ray imaging plus machine learning to spot microscopic defects in semiconductor chips, with accuracy reported in the high 90% range.
That kind of precision could significantly reduce waste and improve reliability in chip manufacturing, which matters for everything from smartphones to cars. In medicine, a research team recently developed a transformer-based model named Delphi-2M that predicts how and when many different diseases may progress over decades, based on health records and lifestyle data, outperforming simple age and sex baselines.
These systems illustrate a shift toward AI that understands time and physical constraints, not just text on a screen. For humans, that means AI moving further into critical infrastructure, designing chips, forecasting illness, and, ideally, helping keep both your hardware and your hearts running smoothly.
Speaking of the physical world, NVIDIA is rolling out new models aimed at what it calls digital and physical AI, including tools for autonomous driving and robotics. Recent announcements feature an open autonomous driving model called Drive Alpamayo R1, described as the first open system of its kind for Level 4 self-driving in defined areas.
That model builds on NVIDIA's earlier Cosmos reasoning systems, which try to think through decisions before acting, a helpful trait when the decision is whether to stop for a pedestrian. The company also released new open models for speech and safety, part of a strategy to make AI tools that can be inspected and adapted by car makers and robotics firms.
If successful, these tools could accelerate development of safer self-driving fleets and more innovative industrial robots, reducing the need for entirely proprietary systems. For now, they are mainly in the hands of researchers and early adopters, but they mark another step toward AI systems that can navigate not just websites, but real-world streets and warehouses.
Another storyline this month: the rise of smaller, cheaper AI agents designed for specific jobs rather than one giant brain doing everything. Industry observers report a shift away from relying solely on gigantic general-purpose models like early ChatGPT and toward specialized systems that are more efficient and easier to deploy.
These agents might run customer support, watch for cyber threats, or automate back-office tasks, often running on commodity hardware rather than massive supercomputers. That could democratize access, allowing smaller organizations to use AI in targeted ways without paying frontier model prices.
For humans, imagine less of one all-knowing AI overlord and more of a quirky team of digital interns, each really good at one thing, occasionally arguing in your server logs. The challenge will be coordinating them, something many toolmakers are racing to solve with new orchestration frameworks and standards.
On the business front, OpenAI's decision to delay advertising inside ChatGPT to focus on quality shows how central user trust has become in this market. Companies are increasingly judged not just by the features they ship, but by how well their systems behave under everyday use.
Elsewhere, Amazon's strategy with Nova and Nova Forge underscores how cloud providers want to offer AI that feels more like infrastructure, something enterprises can shape around their own data. Microsoft's move to launch its My Models hints at a future where major platforms rely more on in-house AI, even while maintaining partnerships.
Meanwhile, cost-focused challengers like DeepSeek are forcing everyone to rethink pricing models, as they promote high-end performance at lower costs. Analysts say this could lead to a world where AI power is less limited by budget and more by imagination and governance.
All this progress comes with big questions about jobs, safety, and ethics. Governments and standards bodies are working on frameworks to manage risk, covering issues like transparency, bias, safety testing, and how AI is used in critical areas such as health, finance, and public services.
Industry discussions now routinely include guardrails and oversight, not just performance charts, reflecting concerns about misinformation, security, and over-reliance on automated systems. Experts emphasize that responsible deployment, clear accountability, and human oversight remain essential, especially as AI moves deeper into decision-making roles.
For workers, AI is already reshaping roles in programming, design, customer service, and creative industries, blending automation with new kinds of jobs focused on supervising, integrating, and auditing AI systems. The net effect on employment is still uncertain, but the direction is clear. Human-AI collaboration is becoming a normal part of work life.
Lightning round time, fast updates for busy biological processors. Recent AI updates from the past month include new features and model context standards that make it easier for apps to connect with different AI systems using shared protocols.
Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.5 continues to attract attention for its performance on complex reasoning tasks and code benchmarks, reinforcing its role as a top option for challenging problem solving. And content creators are seeing a wave of AI tools that generate video summaries, scripts, and graphics, combining text models with image and video generation to speed up production pipelines.
Research Digests also note ongoing exploration of AI models for climate analysis, scientific discovery, and materials design, where systems help explore huge search spaces humans cannot scan alone. Taken together, AI is slipping deeper into the background of many fields, becoming less of a novelty and more of a standard instrument.
To recap tonight's top story, OpenAI is in code red mode, focusing its energy on making ChatGPT faster, more personal, and more reliable as competitors gain ground. For users, that means you may see fewer experimental bells and whistles in the short term, but stronger day-to-day performance as the upgrades roll out.
Across the wider AI world, new tools from Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, Anthropic, DeepSeek, and others are pushing into design, driving, healthcare, and more, with breakthroughs and serious questions arriving together. Think of it as a planetary software update that never quite finishes installing.
For now, keep your prompts kind, your expectations realistic, and your critical thinking turned up to maximum.
Thank you, Artie. Kickstart your day with some spectacularly scrumptious breakfast pizza at 7-Eleven. Click on 7eleven.com. That's the number 7 and the word 11.com. For Artie Intel and the AI Report, I'm Micheline Learning.